Ohtani is Max Stassi. And the 0-2 coming to Miles Straw.
Try to get him to chase that slider. Tyler Wade has been perfect at shortstop in 69 career games. Got good range. We know how strong that throwing arm is because he can play the outfield along with the number of infield positions. Shohei, I think it's going to be a guy that's going to get a little more ground ball action against the Guardians here today, so he might be active at short.
Ohtani, 12 strikeouts versus the Houston Astros, 6 in a row at one point. Goes to the splitter. When do you think you get a feel for what pitch is really working for Ohtani? When does
most normal pitchers?
Yeah,
it's usually if you get a feel, even warm up in the bullpen. But Shohei's one of those unique pitchers where he might have a different feel in the bullpen. He'll carry that early in the game and then adjust as the game progresses. Overall, pretty solid at bat here for the Garden Grove native. Miles Straw has been fighting off some tough pitches, has not chased the slider. He saw a lot of those sliders in that last time out against the Astros, a team he played for in the past when you're looking at film against Shohei Ohtani.
A solid leadoff man for the Guardians. From 0-2 to 2-2. Count runs full.
Boy, 97 with some sink action to it. I believe Shohei needs to trust that pitch a little bit more. Throw that a few more times. When you have that type of movement down, sink action, just trust your defense in the infield.
Ahmed Rosario on deck. Full count to Straw. Just upstairs, leadoff walk. Thought that was going to drop in.
That's pretty close to a strike. Looked like it was just above the strike zone, though. Didn't quite bring it down. The 85-mile-an-hour slider got around it every once in a while until he gets a feel around it, just barely out of the strike zone, although borderline enough where you can get it called.
Brian Knight behind the plate, calling the balls and strikes here tonight.
You might see them aggressive trying to run, too. Historically for Shohei Ohtani, it's that feel in the first inning. Although that last time out, after 2 at-bats, hitting before he took the mound, he's already loose. But usually the first inning is the inning where Shohei will have a little bit of a struggle getting a feel for his pitches.
Little on the cooler side, 65 degrees at first pitch. Falls behind Rosario, 2-0.
The Guardians showing some patience, not chasing. Slider, Shohei.
Pumps that fastball in there, 2-1.
His ERA in the first inning in his career, 5.65. 23 earned runs in 36 2/3 inning. Part of that was that 7 earned runs in Yankee Stadium. To take that away, it's a whole different story. But again, the first inning is something where he gets look for a feel for his pitches.
Little chopper coming in on his weight over to second base, gets one. Nice play.
What a play that was by T-Wade. And our Hyundai key for the game tonight with Shohei Ohtani on the mound, going a little Jay-Z. Show me what you got after that last game out for Shohei Ohtani. See what you got in this game as far as the offense and on the mound, and the trust and the power in the lineup. First game, Taylor Ward with 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, all the RBIs. Mike Trout, home run, 2-run home run, RBI double, 3 RBIs. So it's been the rest of the guys putting up those power numbers, and Shohei, show me what you got tonight.
Rendon also double-double. Marsh, 14th RBI. It's a big out. Right into the Guardians.
That is a tough play. In between hop, you have to charge it. Rosario runs well. Straw runs well, but that lead runner at second base on the transfer was excellent by Tyler Wade. This is a good battle. This is fun. This is what baseball is all about. Shohei Ohtani. Jose Ramirez at the plate after that great play by Wade.
Switch hitter Ramirez, one of the best in the game. 370 against righties. 344 on the season. Since 2017, this man has the most extra base hits in all of baseball.
That's the thing. You go back to that play.
Yeah.
That was excellent. It's a tough one. You got to charge that. You got to commit to charging that. That's a short hop. And how quick on the transfer. Even though a little bit of a bobble through a changeup grip, but a quick on the release to get that force out. Second base. Earlier today I was watching, Jose Ramirez was here real early. And he was working on staying back on the baseball and hitting the ball left center and the left side of the infield. He's got a lot of room on that left side of the infield, especially with 2 strikes. See what he does and see what Shohei can do against him.
Only run for the Guardians in the series, RBI double from Ramirez last night in the 9th. Only got 1 run in the series, only 2 extra base hits. Angels pitching's been fantastic, starting pitching. Sandoval was so good last night, absolutely brilliant in those 7 innings. It's a pretty big pull rate there, Gooby.
And that's why I think you were seeing him really working on letting the ball travel, because you got to deal with a number of secondary pitches, especially a backdoor slider that Shohei threw so well down in Houston.
Big pitch here to Ramirez. 1-2, 1 down. Ramirez hits that one. Right center field, hits it well, back to the wall and gone. 2-run home run for Jose Ramirez, and the Guardians strike fast and lead 2-0.
Remember, they had not scored a run until the 9th inning last night. He gets a slider here after not chasing the splitter. Well, one of his pull home runs going that way. Tried that backdoor slider, was flat. He stood some flat sliders, and then Shohei knew it. He was hoping that somehow he hit it. It didn't have that carry to it with the different type of baseballs. But not quite the carry. There, he's able to carry that down. Just a solid hitter.
He really got backspin on that one. That is a big home run. Nice play by the fan at the railing, up the middle. Jack Mayfield, 2 down. It's quick retire of Owen Miller.
Yeah, trust, fastball. Trust you're going to get some outs on the ground. 2 ground ball outs. Game for Shohei, 34.5% ground ball rate, but for his career, 44% ground ball rate.
Are you able to tell this early if he has the feel for that slider?
Yeah, he's got around it a few times, but he makes adjustments better than anybody I've ever seen as the game progresses.
No doubt.
Like all great pitchers, the first inning's a tough inning.
Yeah, Josh Naylor now the batter was. Did you counter that yourself?
Yeah, because you feel good in the bullpen. It's a different angle you're throwing at. It's just the feel from that bullpen mound to the game mound where the hitter's up there instead of you're just throwing to your catcher at that point. So most pitchers have a tough time, especially with somebody standing in the batter's box, as compared to there's no one. That's where every once in a while when you struggle in the first inning, I would have a hitter just kind of standing there, just to give me a feel for lefty-righty, just to get a feel for the downward break on my slider.
This one took a bite out of Naylor. And Brian Knight giving him a little time. Found that right off the instep. 2-0 Cleveland. 2-run home run. Jose Ramirez, 2 down here, top of the first.
Now he tried his cutter, still getting underneath the baseball.
There's been a lot of talk lately about the baseballs in general, pitchers not having the feel for it. A discussion we could get into as this game goes along. Pitch number 20 here for Ohtani in the first. Naylor just just past Wade, who's in the shift. It's a base hit. He's scuffling to get down the line there after he fouled that ball off his foot.
The left-handed batters coming in the game, 296. Two good swings by lefties against Shohei. One fastball forced it middle of the plate, and he was ready. Taylor with a good swing. That had some serious exit velocity. Still uncomfortable running down the line. Very uncomfortable as the trainer's out now.
Considering he was in such incredible pain just to get that swing off and get that knock. We'll see about the Guardians right fielder. Already down, Stephen Kwan, who's yet to been put on the IL, hasn't played yet in this series. Phenomenal rookie.
Trying to walk it off.
And that's not a good sign.
Sandy Alomar Jr. right next to him. Big part of that very good run for the Guardians in the 90s.
How'd you fare against him?
All I know is he was hitting number 9 in that lineup. If you're that big and that strong, you shouldn't be hitting number 9 for any team. That team was scary.
All those great numbers you had against Cleveland, was that like kind of more in the 80s?
No, okay. Yeah, it was all right. I didn't mind that, but yeah, that was. They put me into retirement. That group there in '97.
You don't need to bring up Sandy's numbers against you, bud. It's early in this game. We got a long way to go. Franmil Reyes, 27 strikeouts on the season. He had 4 last night. He's dropped down the batting order.
This is going to be an important one to see the feel for his slider. If he get Reyes, who's chased quite a few breaking balls out of the strike zone in the series to this point. And he had 20 swing and misses in his last game in 81 pitches. He has had none so far today. It's still early.
Well, there could be the first. 1-2.
Now see if he can start that slider on the corner. He's thrown a couple sliders in chase mode off the plate to start with. Especially to Miles Straw, he didn't get him to chase. It was never close enough to the strike zone to get a swing.
Ohtani was the opening day starter here at the Big A versus the Astros.
Early on, the Guardians are seeing something as far as not chasing when they're seeing the spin of his slider. For Shohei, yet. He's got established in the zone early in counts before he gets chases.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Reyes. Got him looking. 5 Ks in a row for Reyes. Ohtani gets out of it. 2-0 Guardians, and he'll be hitting second.
Getting outdoors is all about the experience, the thrills, the rides, the memories. We put that in a bottle. Clean ingredients like coconut oil, activated charcoal, and shea butter. Everyman Jack, naturally derived, outdoor inspired.
Hi, we're Warby Parker, and we're all about making vision care convenient. That's why we developed the Virtual Vision Test app. Use it to renew your expired glasses or contacts prescription from home with your phone in about 10 minutes. If everything looks good, a doctor will renew your prescription for $15. It's as easy as reading the eye chart at a doctor's office, except you're at home, on your phone, like you probably are right now. Download Virtual Vision Test today.
This is the planning effect. If Raina's thinking about retirement, she'll get some help from Fidelity to envision what's possible. Fidelity can help her prioritize her goals by looking at her full financial picture. Plus, they'll help her pick an investment strategy, one she's comfortable with. And with a clear plan to get to retirement, Raina can enjoy wherever she's headed next. That's the planning effect from Fidelity.
Tough outing against Zach Plesac, Taylor Ward, Shohei Ohtani, Mike Trout. And then it's Jared Walsh, Anthony Rendon, and Brandon Marsh. And then 7 through 9, Jack Mayfield, Max Stassi, and Tyler Wade. For the first time in this series for the Angels, they are trailing. This is Zach Plesac. It's really one of the top righties in the entire game right now, Gooby.
Yeah, and he doesn't wow you at velocity, but he pitches well with his four-seamer upstairs. My go-to is to have success against Plesac tonight. Get right back in this game to square up that four-seam fastball for power. Hitters have had success against the four-seamer already this year. 333 with a home run. Stay up the middle on his changeup. He throws a high percentage of changeups, 25%. So he's not afraid to throw them the righties and lefties, but you got to think up the middle and not try to pull it.
First pitch to Taylor Ward. First pitch swinging down the line and fair. Wardy, stand-up double. This is your leadoff hitter, and it's going to be tough to get him out of this spot, Gooby, the way he's swinging the bat.
And the way he hits, he's not afraid to jump on the first pitch, but even if he doesn't get a good pitch to drive the first one, he always battles into some counts. He had 2 home runs on 3-2 counts first game of the series. Here, fastball in, ready for it, hooks it right down the line. Second double along with 3 home runs. And an OPS coming into that swing there of 1142. That'll go up.
Sowell is on pace, you're right. Came in 500 even. So Shohei Ohtani is now the batter. And he could tie this game up, help himself out, and his team one swing of the bat. He hasn't homered since the 16th of April. That's 9 games. It's 3 on the season. Take strike 1. Two nothing Guardians, bottom of the first. Lead off double from Taylor Ward. Ohtani, chopper foul, it's going to be 0-2.
That changeup. He's trying to help himself out. That's the beauty of being a pitcher and a great hitter. You can help yourself get right back into the game, get the job done at the very least. A ground ball to the right side, base hit, get that run home, or the power he has, it can tie it up.
Angels offense has been clicking this season without a doubt. One of the best in American League. Foul again. Plesac's going to be tough. He had his first career complete game against the Angels. He's 2-0 against them in his career. It's his 3rd all-time start.
But all 4 pitchers in this series for the Guardians have great career numbers against the Angels. And in the first 2 games, they both pitched well, Bieber and McKenzie, but they were outpitched. And the power swings for the Angels, the difference.
Downstairs, 1-2.
Four-seam fastball, 89-93, changeup, slider, curveball. He's already thrown some fastballs, changeup, and curveball in the sequence.
1-2 to Ohtani. Chopper. 1 down. Ward moves to 3rd. Mike Trout is now the batter. Patrick Sandoval called him the GOAT. He's got a 9-game hitting streak, but Gooby, look at these numbers. OPS first, this All-American League. Slugging first, he's got 13 runs second, 5 home runs third. And he's absolutely, completely, totally focused and locked in.
Yeah, since coming back from that hand injury and missing that series in Houston, 9 for 19. That's a .474. He's hit for the cycle already. Single, double, triple, 3 home runs. His homestand.
Up and in, ball 1.
It's an interesting challenge for Mike Trout. Plesac throws a lot of four-seam fastballs upstairs. Trout is so good on the fastball and all pitches, lower third. So this is a pretty good battle here for Trout against Plesac.
Inside again, 2-0. Will he get a pitch to hit?
I'm thinking a big-time swing here, 2-0 for Trout. Missed a little bit lower on his fastball.
got one, but sent it foul. 2-1. Jared Walsh on deck. 2-0 Guardians. A runner in third base to Taylor Ward after a leadoff double here in the bottom of the first. Want to get that run in. Halos have scuffled getting that runner in from third base.
He's a productive out for Shohei Ohtani with 2 strikes on him. He's a very good pitcher in Plesac here. Well, his uncle could bring it from the left side. Dan Plesac. Yeah. Wow, could he bring it from the left side closing. Very, very good pitcher in his career.
3-time All-Star, Dan Plesac. Brewers Hall of Famer, if I'm not mistaken. 3-1. Mike Trout is on a tear. That's got gap written all over it, off the top of the wall. Missed a homer by a foot. 2-1 now. Ward comes in to score. Just another RBI double.
Boy, exit velocity of 110 miles per hour. Trout, he almost knocked the wall down on that line drive. Stayed upstairs, he brought his hands up, it's above the belt. Boy, was he ready, and he crushed that baseball. His front foot and his timing is perfect right now. I mean, we heard that ball off the wall over here. I mean, that's a long way, that's a rocket.
Man, how did that not get out of here?
Great to see the offense respond right back, see if Walshy can get rolling.
10-game hit streak for Mike Trout. Jared Walsh, first pitch, fly ball, right field. Josh Naylor back it up. Trout's gonna tag up, move to third, 2 down. Walsh just missed that.
That ball had some carry to it too. Yeah. Naylor was going, he thought he was getting behind the baseball, maybe have a throw to third, and he kept drifting back. Trout, wise decision, take that base, because now a break a ball in the dirt can result in a tying run.
That double by Trout would be a homer in 22 other ballparks.
He thought that baseball he hit off the lower part of the wall, he thought that was so far gone.
Yeah.
I mean, he thought that was way out yesterday.
Perhaps that's the baseball. The humidor in every one of these stadiums. Anthony Rendon is starting to get locked in. Just in the last 3 games, Mark, 3 for 9, 4 walks, 2 doubles last night. Tremendous defensive plays. I mean, really good defensive plays.
Oh, that's the exact pitch that Shohei didn't get with Miles Straw. Start off the game.
That's right.
And anytime you see Anthony Rendon kind of move around the batter's box like that, he's basically telling the home plate umpire in a nice way, that wasn't strike.
Let's put that one, file that one away in the memory bank. 0-2. It's a nice answer back by the Angels, though.
The 2 stars. Some big swings in the first inning. Jose Ramirez, 2-run home run. Trout, a rocket RBI double. They're right by each other now at third base.
They should get together and talk about what to do with some of their finances. Some big-time investments.
They're wearing those same unis. They'll be seeing each other for a long time.
Ramirez made some great defensive plays last night as well. 1-2 here to Rendon.
Trout might look for something, maybe if he bounces a break ball. I think he's got to go something off speed here.
Change up, just misses. 2-2. See if Rendon can tie this game up. Full count.
Boy, both pitchers throwing quite a few pitches in the first inning. Pitch number 19 coming up now for Plesac.
Rendon finds a hole. RBI single. We're tied up at 2.
Boy, if you're the Guardians, you finally get a lead. You're feeling pretty good. You scored 2 runs against Shohei Ohtani, and then you look up. Trout getting the job done. Taylor Ward setting the table with a double. Trout double, and then Anthony Rendon doing what he does best, driving in runs. Just a great at bat. Finds the hole, ties it up at 2. It's a fun team to watch. Their battle. Joe Madden said that even the first day of the spring training game, he goes, this team has fight. Right away, fight right back and tie it up.
Score runs coming into the game, 86 runs, leading the American League. Stars have come out. They're shining here tonight, Mark.
I love that too. Trout's telling Max Stassi what to look for exactly. What is he seeing from that 4-seam as far as the spin on the 4-seam fastball? Because he's going to see it, Max Stassi, in his at-bat.
Brandon Marsh, 14 RBI already on the season. And he's got the job done with runners in scoring position, hitting .500. Runner at first right now, and Anthony Rendon tied at 2. Right field, Naylor's got a gimpy, but he comes over and makes the catch. Limping his way over, not sure how he got it done, but he did, but it was the Angels that bounced back. Mike Trout, you can't stop him, you can only hope to contain him.
Take control of your health by boosting your force field, the immune system. With the Aura Ring, you can listen to your body's signals and raise your defenses. Aura tells you when your temperature is higher than normal, how to improve your sleep, or if your heart rate shows signs of stress, so you can decide to push yourself or to lie low. Live smarter, stronger, healthier with the Aura Ring. Aura.
Butcher Box. We deliver high-quality meat to your door. What happens next is up to you.
In the bottom of the first inning, tied at 2 now. Ohtani, though, definitely had to work in that first half, gave up that 2-run home run to Jose Ramirez, 25 pitches in the first. He did strike out Franmil Reyes to end that inning. Still does not have a swing and a miss. That first one, that check swing on Reyes, was a called strike.
Well, the ever creative, though, Shohei first pitch curveball followed by a splitter. Slider is flat first inning. You're seeing a different couple pitches already for Shohei.
The rookie, Richie Palacios. Remember back in game 1 of the series? First 2 at-bats, singles.
They're both the other way. And a feel for his slider, just getting around it.
Well, if he doesn't have that pitch working, could be a long night for him.
No, he adjusts so quickly. That's when he may use his fastball more, or his cutter.
He's thrown 9 sliders, only 3 for strikes. 4-seamer in there, 2-2.
It's a time, especially with a young hitter, you establish a fastball right on the knees, outside corner, splitter. Should get a chase.
tell you, Palacios hasn't seen a splitter like this if he gets it.
Look, he shook off Shohei too, and maybe throwing his curveball, but just make sure it's a little below the strike zone, same plane.
The 2-2. It's Palacios. Who is this kid?
Went with the curveball. A couple hits the other way for Palacios game one. This time he hits a hanging curveball, a lot of the plate. Didn't bounce it, stayed back. Palacios, nice job as far as keeping his hands back and lining that right field.
Luke Miley, first game this year, had a rehab assignment, had a strained hamstring at the end of spring training, signed a one-year deal to join the Guardians. Their big off-season acquisition, 1 year, $900 grand.
It's amazing how good of a feel he had for his slider in Houston and how different that feel is today. You can tell by Shohei, he's trying to remember as he's thinking there what it was that got on top of the baseball so effectively with his changeup last time out.
Maile takes inside. Does have good feel for the fastball.
2 ground ball outs in the first inning. See if we can get a ground ball in the infield here.
Not a ground ball, but a fly ball. Brandon Marsh is over. And that's one down.
And you can tell the difference between the good slider that last time out for Shohei Ohtani, his balance on top of the baseball, the spin on that pitch, going down the way outside corner. Nico Goodrum could not make contact on that one, but today, getting around the baseball and it's flattened out. Jose Ramirez made him pay for it, even though he had 2 strikes on him. A lot of the strikes on a flat slider, you don't get the flat slider back too often, and he didn't.
So Maile flies out. Here's Andres Jimenez. Number 9 hitter. 1 down, tied at 2. 33 pitches already for Shohei.
Anyway, Shohei's so good as far as shutting down a running game. He has no career pickoffs, but this 6 stolen base attempts against him in his career with 3 successful stolen bases. None this year. Holds the ball well, quick to the plate. You don't have a whole lot of time to get a jump on him. You can see how quick he is to the plate. Does everything well on the mound. Fields his position well, stops a running game, quick to the plate, holds the baseball.
Has Jimenez 0-2, 1 down. As Mark's been talking about the adjustments that Ohtani can make. Palacios at first. It's a pop-up. Playable, but Rendon unable to get there.
The coverage of that for Anthony Rendon, where he is set up in the infield. He's playing shortstop up the middle. And there's no way Max Stassi is be able to even get close to that either. In that pitch, a little bit more of the strike zone you would want to see. 0-2 from Shohei.
And that was a long, long run for Rendon.
He's almost playing right up the middle.
It's too bad. That's the shift for you.
It's like, see if he can stay on top of a splitter here. Finish it.
And right through the shift, base hit. First and second, 1 down.
It's another hit on an 0-2 splitter this year. Remember, he gave up a grand slam in Texas. Anaheim hit a grand slam on a splitter. That flattened out, that lateral movement, that straight down movement on a split. Sense a little frustration here for Shohei. The thing about Shohei Ohtani, nothing bothers him. He's able to make quick adjustments, be creative. Needs to be here. The Guardians are seeing the ball well out of his hand. Not a lot of chases and not a lot of swing and misses.
Or definitely working the count. Not the same Ohtani that we saw in Houston. Back on the 20th. That's what you want out of a leadoff hitter. Get on base, score runs. Miles Straw does that. Ohtani shaking him off again. Palacio at second. Jimenez at first. 2-0.
Well, he's forcing things, forcing pitches.
Stassi comes out to chat with Ohtani.
These two have worked so well together.
Interesting. You can't have Ipe come out in this situation. What's it like to have two really successful starts in a row, Gooby? You've been there and then have to kind of keep that
sometimes,
going.
especially the way he threw that last time out, it's so tough to have that type of game again the very next time out. You have your bullpen session, your preparation, but you had a game for the ages. Everything was feeling good, so sometimes it's tough to replicate that. It's really, really tough. You need some quick outs in the first inning, then you get in a roll. But Cleveland did not allow that to happen in the first inning.
Gets a called strike there, 2-1. You remember the roof was closed in Houston, so you have that set temperature. I mentioned it's a little chilly, right, for where we're at, Southern California, 65 at first pitch, maybe low 60s. That impact this at all, the field, the baseball? 2-1.
It's possible, but like I said, for whatever reason, unless you're Oral Hershiser, where you had that stretch of about 59 straight innings where you didn't give up a run, you kind of get in that mode where, boy, did I throw everything the best I ever throw in my life? How am I going to do that the next time out? Well, then that negative thought came in your mind. And Shohei, though, that was a better slider there. That was a better slider. So see what kind of adjustment, see how he can build on that pitch.
2-on, 2-2, and he got him. Second strikeout, and that's a big one there to get Straw.
He went a little Nolan Ryan. He went express on that one. 97-mile-an-hour fastball, four-seamer upstairs.
You want to know what it's like?
That is some sound in the mitt.
So Med Rosario now the batter. We're tied at 2 here, top of the second. 2-on. Swing and a miss. Here he goes. Here he goes, starting to get the feel. Let's go to our Kia player profile. Top strikeout percentage, MLB starters entering today. Only Nestor Cortez.
What a story he is for the Yankees.
Doubt. Wow. Shohei just behind him. What a list there with Giolito, Rodon, and Heaney on the list, on the shelf right now. Inside.
Boy, he's got his fast. He's starting to feel his fastball right now at 97. That'll make you uncomfortable in the batter's box. That'll take your breath away.
Like Rosario's eyes just started watering.
It's a big batter. You got Jose Ramirez on deck. He's already hit a 2-run home run. The offense tied it up for you, so it's up to Shohei. Find a way through this inning. He's made some pretty good pitches. 3 really good ones in a row. Slider, then a fastball swing and miss against Straw. First pitch fastball, a good one. And then this one, just to make sure he's aware that he's still throwing the fastball.
There's that slider. Rosario reaches for it. That's a great pitch. Jack Mayfield squeezes it, leaves Ramirez in the on-deck circle. Big out.
Hey kids, join MLB Network and your favorite players for a show made just for you. Play ball. It's all the big moments, bat flips, and amazing plays from an exciting week of baseball and tips to up your game. Saturdays, 10 a.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
Where there's baseball,
one pitch away from baseball history,
there's drama.
He has thrown a no-hitter.
Where there's baseball,
near the wall,
there's action.
He made a phenomenal catch.
And where there's baseball,
let's go live inside the park.
There's MLB Tonight. On MLB Network.
Oh, wow.
Where there's baseball all the time.
Unbelievable.
We've seen it time and time again.
Has been on a rehab assignment with AAA Salt Lake, dealing with that hip tightness. This afternoon he was back in the Halos clubhouse, but no roster move for Fletch as of yet. Joe Madden telling us before the game today he's fine health-wise. He's been running, maybe not to his full-out abilities, so they're checking on that. Fletch is here to see the team doctors right now and be evaluated, but Madden said there's no setback. It's an evaluation. So, guys, whether or not we see him joining the team in Chicago, that still remains to be seen.
Okay, Erica, thank you for that. And here's Jack Mayfield, one of those middle infielders. David Fletcher might be playing some second base with the way Squid, Andrew Velasquez has been picking it, Tyler Wade as well. So, I mean, these are good decisions to make, right?
And I like this matchup tonight, putting Mayfield in, because he's pretty good on four-seam fastballs upstairs, and Plesac throws quite a few of them.
Mayfield ground ball. Ramirez can't get there, but Rosario was there. High throw. Mayfield is in there. Off the bag was Miller. It's going to be an E6. Halos will take that. That's a gift.
And had plenty of time, but that elbow dropped and it sailed the throw across. Hustling all the way down the line. Fortunately for both Miller and Mayfield, they both seem to be okay as he hits his leg going by. The knee right on the ankle area.
I'd be down,
Miller.
I'd be down for a week if that happened. Glad to see everybody's okay. Mayfield's on with the error to Rosario, brings up Max Stassi.
By the way, this is one of the best moves in the game. 9 pickoffs already for Zach Plesac. It is really hard to steal. You think right-handed pitcher, you can steal these? No, that pickoff's outstanding.
I mean, since 2019 and a COVID year, he's got 9.
See what Max Stassi learned from that quick conversation from Trout. Remember, after Trout's swing, he went over to talk to Max Stassi, what he was seeing from Plesac. He doesn't get a ton of spin rate on his pitches. And Trout, see him give him a little information what to look for, see if he can capitalize.
Mike's like, listen, I'm seeing everything good right now, man. I don't know what to tell you. Angels, a season high, 4 games over 500. They haven't been 4 games over 500 since last season when they were 7-3, early April. And this Guardians team has dropped 5 in a row. They're scuffling.
But they're in every game. Even the games I was watching against the Yankees, they were in every game because they pitch well.
Stassi up the middle, that's that approach. Mayfield had to hold on the line drive, first and second, nobody down. Bottom of the second, we're tied at 2.
Professor Trout helped out Max Stassi at the plate.
Apparently so.
Right back up the middle. That's what you want to see from Max Stassi. His best swings up the middle, right center. When he gets into pull mode, that's when he rolls over and hits that ground ball to third. Good swing. Now you got a bunt situation.
I was going to say, Tyler Wade, he's so good at this. They're going to be in at the corners here.
And one thing, it's not a given with Plesac on the mound that you're going to easily get him over to third base in this spot. So it has to be a good bunt. Tyler Wade is a real good bunter because he holds the runners close. He fields his position well. So you have to have a good bunt down here. And they're not going to give up third base and just take the out early on, even though it's so early in the game. It's got to be a real good bunt.
Fouled that one back, it's 0-1. He drops it down to perfection. Plesac. Wade just flashed down the line, he beats it out! Bases loaded!
Slight hesitation. He looked to third because he got off the mound quickly, thought he might have a play. And then that slight hesitation and that speed of T. Wade. See, he looked to third. No way you're going to get him at that point. Nice job of deading that baseball, forcing the pitcher to get it. As athletic as he is, you're not going to get Wade at first.
The Angels with Benji Gill yesterday, they were working on bunting from both sides. They had the buckets out there. They had a little contest going on. This guy is phenomenal at that. So you go from T. Wade to T. Ward with the bases loaded.
29.9 feet per second. Tyler Wade on a sacrifice bunt running down the line. Gets a hit out of it.
That's just good baseball, especially with this deadened ball as it is. Colder weather. You got to pitch, you got to catch, you got to play small ball. Taylor Ward can play big ball, though. We know that.
Remember, your approach always has to be, think one run. Not four, one run.
One run would give the Angels the lead here, bottom of the second, tied at 2. That's a fly ball, right field, and deep, and gone! Grand slam, Taylor Ward! It's 6-2 Halos! I thought you said only...
Take one, take four.
There it is.
To the house. T. Ward after T. Wade gets the hit on the bunt.
So much for that dead baseball. He crushed that thing. Give it to him.
Well, this might be already a call to the bullpen. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do a little breaking news.
Let's hear it.
I got to get my paper going right here. Taylor Ward is pretty good.
He is having a great season. That's his 4th homer. We saw the multi-homer earlier.
That looked like a little spinning breaking ball, or it could have been a four-seam, but it was flat. But what a swing. Thinking up the middle, stays back on it, crushes it out, right center.
Double in the first, and a grand slam in the second. Opposite field, pop. And by the way, that brings up Shohei Ohtani, the starting pitcher.
By the way, this scene when Taylor Ward walked out during batting practice, just had that little smile on his face. We both said, "You're kind of locked in, aren't you?" He goes, "I'm feeling pretty good."
Yep.
Think so.
Yeah, just let him feel it. Eat, big man. Ohtani once again, second base, Jimenez. That's the first out of the inning. Well, he'll go back in and get a rest.
And his wise decision is kind of, after it's ground ball to second, is take your time going down there. See if you can make the adjustment. He made a couple good pitches to finish off this top of the second for Ohtani. Today, he's a pitcher. Think about being the pitcher. The offense has been very good so far with 6 runs. We're only in the second inning.
"25 home runs on the season for this Angels team. Putting up 5 runs a game. Mike Trout, fly ball, right field. Josh Naylor is there. Trout just missed it, 2 down. I mentioned all those home runs entering today. Most runs scored on home runs. Blue Jays, 40. Angels right there with 38. Mariners also playing good baseball. Angels just a half game back of the Mariners. Then you have the Yankees, that short porch. The Giants, these are all very good teams.
By the way, the sport coat and the cowboy hat are getting a lot of work in early.
Yeah.
A jacket in Toronto.
Oh, that's right.
The cowboy hat with the halos.
It's kind of more like a Letterman's hat. Is it a sport coat? You're right. It's the sports coat. It's got all the patches on it.
It's stylish.
Yeah. Jared Walsh. 0 for 1.
Look at the hands, Benji Gill. Yeah, I got that easy. Even directing traffic, who should get the baseball?
Oh, yeah. He's really concerned. He's going to go over there if you're not careful. Benji Gill's still working it, by the way.
Yeah,
he's still back. You really. You know what? Because if you want to give the baseball to a little kid and then some grown man says that's mine, no.
Man, what a great swing that was for Taylor Ward. Just thinking that, wow, what a swing.
That's a pretty good swing too, but it drifts right into the left fielder's hands. Richie Palacios has it. But in this inning, bases full. Taylor Ward, he's on fire. Let's add to that OPS, shall we? Him and Trout got some.
Here at MLB Network, we believe routine checkups are key to staying sharp.
How you doing, Doc?
Hi, Doc.
Hi, Fred.
Hey, how are you?
Great.
All right.
Take a crack at the bottom line, please.
Oh, got it. Highlights.
And the next line.
Oh, that's easy, Doc. Post-game interviews.
Perfect. How about this one?
Quit playing games, Doc. MLB Tonight.
MLB Tonight, bringing the new season into focus. Only on MLB Network.
MLB Network is back in action with a brand new show this season. Let me get a little more.
Taking this thing to an entirely different level.
Celebrate the game in a new way with lively debate every afternoon on Off Base on MLB Network.
It's time for MLB Pitch Hit and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Give the kids in your community a chance to compete in the 2022 Pitch Hit and Run Finals by hosting a local competition. Sign up for free at pitchhitrun.com.
Hello, Doctor.
Hi, Doc.
Hello, how are you?
What's going on, Doc? Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's take a crack at the bottom line.
I see it. Age. Oh, that's easy. That's highlights.
And
Taylor Ward's pointing to where he hit that baseball way up. Checking the lights. Shohei Ohtani back out there. This is a big AB against Jose Ramirez, who homered back in the first to give the Guardians that 2-0 lead. But, you know, with Taylor Ward, and you're looking at one of the other top hitters in baseball, Taylor Ward has to be at the top of the list right now with what he is doing. And when Joe Madden Mark said, hey, you know, Taylor Ward was on the IL to start the season. He said, no, that's my starting right fielder.
Yeah. I mean, he saw some special things in spring training. Michael Lorenzen said he's never seen anybody with such good at-bats every single time. Michael Lorenzen's a guy, even though we've seen him on the mound, he was a pretty good hitter, too, in the National League.
Ramirez, that's like the third time in this series he's hitting that ball into his own dugout. Lorenzen said if he was going to go back to being a two-way player, he wants to swing just like Taylor Ward.
Yes.
But it seems like early in his career, maybe it was that swing that was picked on the most. 0-2, foul back, like too long, perhaps. That's what I seem to remember. He has such.
He's changed his swing path over the last couple. I mean, it's all line drive. He's a strong kid. Before he was trying to lift everything. That's a line drive he hit out. That was an absolute line drive. He was thinking big part of the field and rewarded with a home run on the carry. But that was thinking up the middle. See how quick. I think a splitter right here. See if he can stay on top for Shohei.
Just gets
that was a better one.
Yep.
That was a 91-mile-an-hour splitter. Start him off with a real good, tight, slow curveball. Second inning in a row, he's throwing a curveball the first pitch of the inning.
So 50 pitches, 2 strikeouts for Ohtani, but he's got a 6-2 lead. He's facing Jose Ramirez, has him 0-2. Ramirez, big swing, drifting, foul.
That was a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. That's how quick his hands are. You think about in this sequence, he's got a splitter, a slow curveball, yet still quick enough to turn on a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. That's how good of a hitter he is. Now, if he had that wiffle ball backdoor slider that we saw in Houston, that might be all right now.
Who else has hands or had hands that you've seen like that can pull a 98-mile-per-hour fastball after seeing the curveball and the splitter at 91?
Well, a guy I played with, and he's in the Hall of Fame, is George Brett. He was so good on anything. You could throw a fastball at 100 miles an hour upstairs, he's on it. Couldn't get it. Just ask Rich Gossage about that a few times.
Well, when I see Goose, I'll ask him.
Yeah, he might not say something good to you if you ask him that way.
What happened to Patrick? Well, Gooby said to talk to Goose Gossage about George Brett. All right, 2-2. A battle with Ramirez. On drive. Ground ball. Like it out. Hit it hard. Fascinating that no swings and misses on these 2 pitches, the splitter and the slider, considering where they rank. But tonight, nothing doing. First and second.
Got to give some props to the Guardians, what they're trying to do. They're not chasing it, and not quite the same bite, especially on the slider. You're getting a few more consistent splitters. He's trying to throw a little harder to make sure he has that downward action to it.
Third ball misses. Owen Miller. 0 for 1. Some serious fuzz on that fastball tonight. So that's what it is with Ohtani. If he doesn't have the feel for that slider, for whatever reason, considering how good it was last game, it's the fastball.
Yeah. And I firmly believe for Shohei, trust that.
Not many swings and misses, but there's one right there on the slider.
That was his best slider of the night. Absolutely his best slider. On top, downward action.
He just figures it out as he goes along. Never doubt him.
pulled that one. In other words, that front shoulder was too quick on his delivery. You can just tell by his pace today, a little slower pace. He's trying to figure it out.
Here's the 2-2 with one out, top of the third. Line foul. It's ridiculous considering how good that slider splitter is, but top average fastball velo. You saw what Hunter Green did, but he's right there fifth. Garrett Cole. There's 1-2.
Saw Jesus Luzardo, that game, Marlins in town. Wow, special youngster, lefty, former Oakland A's.
That one's driven left field corner, and it's going to get down. And Miller's got himself a double.
It's his 8th double of the season. That's another hit on a splitter. Last year, batters is 087 versus Shohei's splitter. So off the top of my head right now, it's at least 2 hits today and a grand slam down in Arlington. He brought his hands in pretty good on that one. But looking at his face, it almost looks like John Lackey when he was swinging on that one. Former Halo World Series champ, kept that one fair somehow, brought his hands in.
Oh, jeez, did he just headbutt the wall down in the corner? This is Josh Naylor, who remained in the game after fouling a ball off his foot. Got a single out of it, limped to first, remained in the game. Yeah, he's tough. 6-2 Angels. Taylor Ward, grand slam. Mike Trout, RBI double.
Boy, that was a good curveball. Wow, was that a good one. That had some bite to it. Look at that spin. Straight 12-6 break. Look at that look by Naylor. He was trying to track that baseball. He had the eye on the pitch from Shohei Ohtani, but unable to make contact on it.
Similar to the one that Palacios hit for a single, just more bite, more spin. Fly ball, left field. Brandon Marsh is there. Makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, going back to his splitter, he's given up 2 hits going into the game today, 2 already, so that's 4 hits versus his splitter. Last year he gave up 11 hits in 127 at-bats. 087, slugging this 102 versus splitter last year. Granted, batting average still just 143 coming to game 2 for 14. But a couple hits on splitters.
That's 4 hits. Yeah, you got me worried now.
No,
should we panic here?
No, he makes adjustments, and he'll get a feel for that because he'll go down and work on that in between starts.
This is Franmil Reyes, who has struck out 7 consecutive plate appearances. He had the 4 last night, the 1 here tonight, and 2 first game, last 2 ABs.
I was watching him. He was out real early today working with Chris Valleca, the hitting coach for the Guardians. They were first having some soft toss and then some quick throws at a shorter distance to say a little shorter through the baseball.
There's Chris. Next to Francona, 1-1. That's in there, 1-2.
If he's going to try to ride a high fastball. Remember, he struck him out with a fastball looking.
Ohtani has 2 strikeouts so far on the night. 1 in the first, 1 in the second. There's Reyes 1-2, and that's another one. Poor man, 8 straight strikeouts. But Ohtani gets him. That fastball is working. He's got himself a 6-2 lead. Bottom of the third is coming up.
Good nights lead to great mornings. Get generic Viagra shipped discreetly to your door at RexMD.com.
Hey, it's me. The summer breeze. I just flew back into town. Let's get outside. Much better.
With the Game Time app, I paid 60% less than this guy.
What?
And it's not just sports tickets. It's also concerts. Performances, too!
Oh, come on!
Download Game Time. Last-minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed.
Comparisons of the four-seam fastball for Shohei Ohtani and Zach Plesac. The velocity, the difference, how much time you have to react at 97.5 as compared to 90.8. It's separation of about 3 feet as far as the difference in that velocity as far as reaction time for a hitter. Although Plesac's fastball four-seamer is effective at certain parts of the strike zone, when it's down a little bit lower, it can be hit. And we've seen that already tonight.
That StatCast 3D television production element is so good.
It is. I mean, it's incredible. Now you have an idea how hard it is to hit. That separation between Shohei's four-seamer and Plesac's four-seamer. It's amazing. I don't know how anybody can be a consistent hitter when it's that kind of separation in speeds of pitches. It's amazing how little time you have to react. And the way every pitcher now with the movement on their pitches, their secondary pitches, so good.
Right there's Stassi, Ohtani, and Ippei having a solid conversation going right now. Rendon is on a tear, but just foul.
You can almost tell Stassi's telling Ippei and Shohei, hey, I think we trust your fastball today.
Like that's the pitch that's working.
You know, he threw what, like 24, 26% fastballs, even though he was throwing 97, 98 last game, because his slider was so good. His splitter was so good, his curveball. But his fastball has got life on it today.
So they have to work on what and when, and where do they use those secondary pitches.
Yep.
So Rendon tries to go right field for the double. Now he just to pull that one.
Is that field coverage? Right field line, left field line?
He's going to take this one up the middle. Get an RBI single back in the first.
Well, he can run forever if he somehow hooked one down the left field line. Palacios is playing well in the gap in left center.
It's like Rendon saw that 2-2, popped it up. You have 4 Guardians converging. And Miles Straw is there for the first out here at the bottom of the third. With that, let's give you a quick word from Hyundai.
Presenting Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable all-wheel drive SUVs.
So there you see Zach Plesac asking for a new baseball. And I was speaking to Gooby about this earlier. In your career, you never asked for a new baseball because we all know, and we could talk about, Chris Bassett of the Mets having said every single baseball is completely different. Well, yeah, they are.
Yeah.
But you would not ask for a new baseball.
No.
Why?
Because sometimes the baseball was a little bit bigger, the seams were a little bit higher. Sometimes the baseball a little smaller, the seams flat. The reason why I didn't do it was probably not necessarily the right thing, is because I felt the baseball I threw away might have been my better option at that point, so I decided to stay with it.
Some superstition?
Yes. I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to throw that baseball out, and then the next one I would throw, and he covered it, I'd be fairly upset. Take my chance of my defenders catching the ball.
Brandon Marsh strikes out, 2 down. So when you would get a baseball, how would you, because to me, I've held a lot of baseballs before in my life. They all feel the same.
Yeah.
So for you, what is the biggest difference?
Well, the big thing from I always threw when I threw my fastball was always it was a 2-seamer, so my fingers were generally on the leather of the baseball, so I wasn't really on the seams. The only time I needed higher raised seams mainly when I was going to throw a lot of sliders that day, but I wanted movement, so it didn't matter if the baseball felt bigger or smaller. I just wanted to have my fingers on the leather of the baseball, and that was going to create that downward sink to it. You know, Scott Shields had that. He used to say the no spitter 2-seamer. He just used his fingers right on the leather, and he would have that great movement.
Mayfield grounds out to Ramirez to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Halos there, but they lead 6-2 to the 4th.
Getting outdoors is all about the experience, the thrills, the rides, the memories. We put that in a bottle. No harsh chemicals, cruelty-free, and recycled packaging. Everyman Jack, naturally derived, outdoor inspired.
Hi, we're Warby Parker, and we're all about making vision care convenient. That's why we developed the Virtual Vision Test app. Use it to renew your expired glasses or contacts prescription from home with your phone in about 10 minutes. If everything looks good, a doctor will renew your prescription for $15. It's as easy as reading the eye chart at a doctor's office, except you're at home, on your phone, like you probably are right now. Download Virtual Vision Test today.
It's hard to picture the future when you're not sure how to get there.
It's more like a feeling.
A free plan from Fidelity can help you prioritize the moments that are important to you and see them alongside your full financial picture.
The big ones. The ones that really matter.
Balance your investment mix, stay on track, and make changes. All for free.
The little stuff, we'll figure it out.
Turning a feeling into a roadmap for free? That's the planning effect from Fidelity.
Angels history, 20 or more starts. Entering tonight first, 2.18, better than Nolan Ryan. Dean Chance, who had one of the greatest seasons ever in Angels history, Andy Messersmith, and then Frank Tanana.
That's phenomenal names he's with there. I mean, they are phenomenal in Angels history and baseball history.
No doubt. Wow.
I think a lot of people forget how hard, at that point, Frank Tanana threw before having surgery on his arm, and he became more of a finesse pitcher. He used to bring it along with Nolan Ryan. Both of them, lefty, righty, this gas.
And those two pushed each other. And the fastball is it's just feeding here tonight for Ohtani. He's gone over 200 innings pitched in his career. Oh, what a play. T-Wade gets Palacios for the first out here in the 4th.
Hey, Palacios has really swung the bat well in this series. The ball was rocketing. And as usual, the shortstop really never plays shortstop for the Angels. He's everywhere.
Yeah, let me put that down as a 6-3. Thank you. You know, watching Tyler Wade and Matt Duffy earlier today, Ohtani loving that, by the way. It's Luke Maile now, his second plate appearance in a Guardians uniform. They were having a, PFP, pitchers fielding practice, and they were working on their pickoffs. And then Duffy called like a team huddle and took charge. And then Tyler Wade got in there. And they started just talking about, and you can explain it to me, about what they're looking for. Those guys have this aptitude, like a baseball aptitude. Duffy could be on the bench or on the field that helps this team and help them win games.
I love that because they're basically in their perspective as base runners and what they're looking for from the pitchers.
Yeah.
So, all right, you hold the ball, how quick you're going to be both on a pickoff the second or to first base, what they're looking for. That kind of information you can give to your fellow pitchers will eventually slow down a running game against the Angels, because there's a lot of low-scoring games now in baseball, at least in the month of April.
Bailey strikes out. Right. You know, it was fascinating because they took charge of the entire pitching staff. And Erica West, and Erica, I know you spoke with Duffy. That was fascinating.
Yeah, it was. And watching him kind of take control of the meeting out there, he told me they were just trying to find better ways to communicate with the pitchers and see what works best for them. He said it's all about constant dialogue, and somebody eventually has to be like, hey, what do you guys think about this? So, you know, the infielders talk among themselves, the pitchers talk, but we don't normally go out and do it at the same time together. That's stuff that you reserve for spring training. So it's just to get them more comfortable. It's stuff that they overlook sometimes.
That's a great point, Eric. I think it's great when you have an infielder, especially because there's timing plays put on. Show the glove, or sometimes when there's a pickoff at second, you look for the sign, and then you look towards home, and then they turn and go. It's a timing mechanism, so you have to have that feel and the timing together. Some pitchers don't like to do a pickoff at second. Some are really into that point where you can get out of an inning with a pickoff.
Here's the 0-1 Jimenez, now 0-2. And we were there chatting with Perry Manassian, who is by far the most accessible general manager I've ever been around. It's so awesome just to talk baseball with him, and the stories. You go way back with him, of course, when he was in that a Rangers clubby visiting team. Those are stories that we might not always be able to share here on air. But he said that Matt Duffy, if he wants to later in his career, he could be a manager.
Yep.
It's got a flare written all over it, but Marsh is there. Easy out, 1, 2, 3. Ohtani's through 4.
Every game, every night, everything you need to see. Get all the highlights with the fastest hour on television. Quick Pitch, late nights and every morning, only on MLB Network.
Here at MLB Network, we believe routine checkups are key to staying sharp.
Hey, Doc. Hey, Doc.
Hi, Doc.
Good morning. Take a crack at the bottom line, please.
B-R-E breakdowns.
And the next line.
L-I. That's live look-ins.
Perfect. How about this one?
Come on, Doc. That's MLB Tonight.
The analysts of MLB Tonight, bringing the new season into focus. Only on MLB Network.
At the Big A during every Angels home game in 2022 with season seats. For more information on becoming a season seat holder, call 888-796-HALO or visit angels.com/season seats. Now with the soft serve right there, Gooby, it's hard to get through the read like that.
That looks pretty good though.
Every time it keeps coming back.
Hold on, I'm going down. I'll be right back.
There's less there. There's Max Stassi singled up the middle. Johnny.
Yes.
That's where. Wait, is he bringing that up to us? I want a new one. I don't want that one. Don't look now, Mark, but Ohtani only threw 10 pitches in that fourth inning. And Max and him have kind of figured something out, and a lot of it has to do with that fastball. You okay over there, partner?
I'm just laughing. I'm thinking of George Costanza being caught at a baseball game enjoying an ice cream. The teammate. Oh.
Ground ball. Rosario is across.
I guess anytime you get a George Costanza in the game, it's always a good thing.
Well, for Ohtani, the first time through the lineup, he had 0 swings and misses. And then you talk about the adjustments. Then you told me to calm down. Second time through the lineup, 7 swings and misses.
He's starting to get a feel. He threw a few more solid sliders, but his fastball has been his pitch tonight. And he's throwing a lot more fastballs tonight than we've seen in a long time.
And 5 of the 7 on the fastballs. Whiffs. And here's Tyler Wade. That bunt single, he had first and second, nobody out. 1 strike, fouled off the first one. And he laid down such a perfect bunt, he beat it out for a hit. His speed, 17 stolen bases last year with the Yankees. It's already playing in so many different ways for this team.
How perfect is it that Joe Madden has Tyler Wade hitting number 9 and Taylor Ward hitting leadoff.
Perfect.
He wanted to be able to bunch them together to have some base runners for Shohei and Trout.
Here's the 1-2. Way upstairs. That's David Fletcher's zone right there.
Or Mark Trumbo, too.
No. Trumbo was a little bigger, though.
You know, Fletch could get that for a single double, and Trumbo would hit that one way out.
A Trum bomb.
Still remember the home run he hit in Target Field on a high fastball, went to the second deck in left center field, and I remember seeing that ball hit. I'm like, wow, I've never seen anything like that. Especially when you get a hitter to chase something high like that, you expect a swing and miss.
Yeah.
Not a home run or a Fletch double, triple.
T. Wade goes down swinging. So here's Taylor Ward, your leadoff hitter, with the grand slam in the second on an 0-2 pitch. It's our Arco top-tier play.
A little flat slider. What a swing.
See the catch by the fan who was like putting on his sweatshirt? Get one arm in, one arm out.
Multitasking.
Catching the grand slam.
Boy, is he locked in. He even fell off a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. It's about 2 baseballs off the corner.
To go back a ways.
Mezigan with a grand slam as leadoff hitters. 2 grand slams already this year.
He just has complete control of his strike zone. So he had that grand slam on the 0-2. His other 3 home runs, all on 3-2 counts so far this year. It's 1-1.
Joe Adell with a grand slam this year.
Both opposite field, same direction.
That's been that conversation with all 3 hitting coaches. Big part of the field. Turn on it when you need to, but big part of the field.
Okay.
There's been some eye level changing in this inning for Zach Plesac.
And Taylor Ward's a big dude, and that was over his head. Well, at least it was a curveball. And now it's a 3-1 count with 2 down, bottom of the 4th, 6-2 Halos. Draws a walk. Really, really impressive. He's doubled, hit a grand slam, and now a walk.
That on-base percentage already off the charts. Taylor Ward coming into the game.
I know we say this a lot, but you get the sense that Ohtani at the plate is due. He's getting some hits, but the on base is low. The slug, the OPS. 46 home runs a year ago, and he's stuck on 3.
You can see how quick that footwork is for Plesac. By the way, Taylor Ward coming in the game .500 on-base percentage. On base 3 times. I know it's a small sample size, but that's Barry Bonds-like on-base percentage.
Guardians have Ohtani in the shift. Ramirez all by himself on the right side. Zach Plesac, really good right-hander.
But Barry Bonds 1 year on-base percentage of .609, 2004.
How many intentional walks that year? 160?
609, it's incredible.
120 intentional walks. He's in the ballpark. Right at the middle, base hit for Ohtani, first and second. 2 down, and guess who's coming up? Yeah, you guessed it. Mike Trout.
And that's smart base running. That's a fastball down, right back up the middle. That ball was hit very well, 106 miles per hour exit velocity for a guy that's thrown 99 on the mound tonight.
A meeting at the mound. Carl Willis, pitching coach for the Guardians, coming out.
He's been really successful for a lot of years as a pitching coach.
And now a quick word from Hyundai.
It's your journey. Own it in the Hyundai Santa Fe.
You sense that Plesac starting to feel a little frustration right here?
Yeah, because there's some, I mean, that pitch right there, he probably thought it was a good spot to go with against Shohei. Now, a lot of times, when Carl Willis comes out to the mound, the pitcher will throw a breaking ball first pitch.
How do you know that?
Yeah, I've watched him over the years. I remember him as a pitcher, but Trout really good downstairs on a breaking ball. I wonder if he's going that pattern, because the old saying was when a pitching coach came out, it was always a first pitch fastball, but he goes against the grain. And you see a lot of those breaking balls first pitch.
Well, Trout's covering off-speed pitches. It certainly was. If you look at the pitch location, StatCast 3D, lower half of the zone.
Yeah, and you know, four-seam fastball lower, sinker, curveball, slider, all lower third, all crushed for Trout. Well, at least Carl Willis keeps it going with a breaking ball first pitch.
Great call. So Mike Trout against non-fastballs leads the majors. 9.33 slug, OPS 1,407.
Yeah, but a 9.33 slugging percentage on non-fastballs. And that's the pitch where everyone is generally getting hitters out, especially early, because timing's not quite there in the month of April.
Doubled RBI back in the first. Trout, little check swing, but is that going to stay fair? No, it's going foul. He had that excuse me check swing for a triple a couple nights ago.
Plesac's probably going, hey, why don't you feel that one fair? It's a single, but it's a single with Mike Trout at the plate.
Logan Allen up for the Guardians. 2-1 to Trout. Ramirez doesn't field it, and Trout had one to hit.
Although it was a breaking ball, it was upstairs. Trout a little different though on that high breaking ball. There's a tendency to hit that, pop that one up.
Right.
He wants that down a little bit.
Oh, trust me, I know he knows what he's doing. Full count. First and second, bottom of the fourth, 6-2 Angels. They've taken the first 2 games of this series over the Guardians, who've lost 5 in a row. Crowd here at the Big A's been into this one all night.
Well, over just about 2/3 of the time on a 3-2 count, though, it'll be a non-fastball. See if he goes with that against Trout.
Ward at second, Ohtani at first, full count, they're going. Trout drives that one into the corner and left. Foul by an eyelash.
Curveball, middle of the zone, and Trout just out in front. Just foul. Looking for another double.
Plesac's like, this guy's tough. 10-game hitting streak for Trout. Another look at a 3-2 from Plesac. The crowd, you better watch out down there.
Hope everything's okay. That ball was rocketed. How about trying to catch that ball in the stands? 113.6 miles per hour exit velocity. I think hopefully the fan is okay down there.
Yeah, hope so too.
Wow, that got there quickly. That's probably his last pitch of the game for Plesac.
What an at-bat from Mike Trout. Terry Francona is coming out. Bases are full, 2 down. Jared Walsh is the scheduled batter. It's 6-2 Halos.
To the track, to the wall. He made the catch.
Catch your team.
Oh, what a play.
My team.
He leaps and makes the catch.
Every team.
As good as it gets.
Only on MLB Network.
Where there's baseball,
One pitch away from baseball history.
there's drama.
He has thrown a no-hitter.
Where there's baseball,
Near the wall.
there's action.
He made a phenomenal catch.
And where there's baseball,
Let's go live inside the park.
there's MLB Tonight.
It's way out of here.
On MLB Network.
Oh, wow.
Where there's baseball all the time.
Unbelievable.
We've seen it time and time again.
Is brought to you by Hyundai. Learn about Hyundai's advanced technology and award-winning safety. Visit buyhyundai.com or see your SoCal Hyundai dealers today. By Jack in the Box. Try Jack in the Box popcorn chicken combo for $5.99. Get it classic, spicy, or 50-50. By your Southern California Cadillac dealers. And by SDG&E, Energy Upgrade California. Celebrating the cowboy hat in style is Taylor Ward with the grand slam in the second. Bases are loaded here. Bottom of the fourth. Might we see another? There's Ward, has been on base, just crushing. He's at third, Ohtani at second, and Trout draws a walk. New pitcher, Sam Hentges for the Guardians, replacing Zach Plesac.
So far this year, the Angels 5 for 16 with the bases loaded with a couple grand slams.
That sounds pretty good. Walsh had that double in the 8th last night against a lefty, Goody.
It was a good swing.
Good take, 1-1.
By the way, Mark Trumbo sent me a text of the actual video of the home run he hit.
Did he?
Yes, Target Field.
I wanted to mention, I was there at the K, right? When, remember the show that he put on in the home run hitting contest? He's exhausted. Piece of hitting from Walsh. Ward comes in. Ohtani's going to hold. Oh, Trout's caught. Count and a run down, 2 down. Now they go after Ohtani. Yeah, go after the pitcher. That's not fair. Well, Angels still got one. Take a 7-2 lead. Nice piece of hitting from Jared Walsh into the 4th. Ohtani back on the hill.
Here at MLB Network, we believe routine checkups are key to staying sharp.
Hey, Doc. Hey, Doc. Hi, Doc.
Good morning. Take a crack at the bottom line, please.
B-R-E breakdowns.
And the next line.
L-I. That's live look-ins.
Perfect. How about this one?
Come on, Doc. That's MLB Tonight.
The analysts of MLB Tonight, bringing the new season into focus. Only on MLB Network.
Today, 49% fastball usage is coming in the game. He was about 36%. Feeling good with that with 97, 98, 99. 5 swing and misses with his fastball. Consistent movement and spotting it for 70% as far as strike rate with his fastball. That's how creative he is, Patrick.
Well, yeah.
He doesn't have the splitter necessarily, the slider working, so he's going back to the heater.
We see this from him time and time again. The adjustments, whether it's Stassi or Suzuki, they figure out what pitch is working. First inning, as you mentioned, sometimes that's that trouble inning for them. Credit the Guardians, they really were patient. Ramirez blasted a home run, but since then, it's locked in.
And on cue, fastball, strike.
Yep. Joe Madden said that right around that 90 pitch, 95 pitch mark would be, you know, the number that they'd be looking at for Ohtani here tonight. Didn't go. Sure looked like a swing.
I think even Miles Straw thought he went after that one.
4 strikeouts on the night for Ohtani. Nice piece of hitting by Jared Walsh. I know the rundown ended that inning, but that's back-to-back.
That was a rocket.
At-bats against lefties. Oh, no doubt. Hitting that ball hard. Oh, flare to the second baseman. Mayfield is there, 1 away.
How great is Shohei after that ball was hit to Mayfield? He wanted a new baseball, and he just kind of tipped his hat, the cap, to the home plate umpire who threw a new baseball to him.
And Guardians frustrated right now. Med Rosario Foul back, 1-1. Zach Plesac had great success against the Angels. He's 2-0. And his first career complete game right here at the Big A back in 2019. And he got knocked out after 3 2/3, 7 runs, 6 earned. Ground ball, Tyler Wade, backhand. Gets the speedy Rosario, 2 down.
Another out with a fastball down. Shohei. And the backhand, a lot on the throw. Tyler Wade gathers himself. Rosario runs well, gets him by a stride.
Shift is on for the dangerous Jose Ramirez. 2-run homer back in the first. That's all the Guardians have so far. Tight slider there for strike 1.
I love that. Max Stassi pointing his mitt right to Shohei. Shohei walking down off the mound, getting the baseball back right away. Challenge of 97, fouled it back.
'25, 2022, and then 10. And then 8 here in the 5th. Ramirez left field, Marsh is there, and Ohtani has gone 5, and he's got a 7-2 lead. Bottom 5 coming up.
If you think they're excited, you ain't heard nothing yet.
Be quiet, win ball games, then I'll shut up and all shut up.
High Heat with Christopher Russo, only on MLB Network.
It's time for MLB Pitch, Hit, and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Give the kids in your community a chance to compete in the 2022 Pitch, Hit, and Run Finals by hosting a local competition. Sign up for free at pitchhitrun.com.
Trump bomb, a high pitch in target field. Look how far this baseball went. It's about shoulder height for Mark Trumbo, and he crushed it out left center field. I remember that one, thinking that baseball might just leave the entire stadium. He's that strong.
How's our guy doing?
He's doing great, by the way. A golf ball doesn't really do well with him either. That goes a long way.
Does he smash those?
Yes.
You give him my best, please?
Yes.
Well, I guess I could just say it to him right now.
Yes. That's great that he's checking in and watching the game. It's awesome. Always a huge fan favorite. Villa Park High School grad.
I remember seeing Trumbo and Trout at the All-Star game. And Trumbo, he just finished second in that, and he was on fire. And I tried to make a joke like, what happened? And I don't know if he liked my joke very much. I said, I'm just kidding, man. You were awesome. It was an incredible display.
That's a big man.
Yeah, it is.
You want to make him laugh, not angry.
Just kidding.
I think Trout was pointing at, he goes, yeah, that baseball the Trumbo hit was a long way.
And boys for life, no doubt.
That had some serious power with the M&M boys. Mike and Mark.
Trumbo has to like what he's seen from this Angels team so far this year. Seattle Mariners took an L earlier. Whoa. Let's hang on just a second. It's a baseball and a half outside.
Yeah. And that's usually when Anthony Rendon takes a little bit of time getting back in the batter's boxes. He's got a good idea of the strike zone. And when you see him that, he's just trying to make his point without saying anything verbally.
That was not even close. It was a 3-2. Anthony Rendon says, perhaps I don't need a walk. Oh, it's at the wall and it's struck down by Palacios. That would have been just too good.
The other day when Joe Adell was trying to call timeout, didn't get it, and then eventually not at bat, hit a home run.
Remember when it also not only Joe Adell, but Taylor Ward, remember against Beaver?
Yeah. Now that conversation goes a little bit about sometimes that baseball, depending on the baseball, that ball, I think should have been gone. He squared that out really good. And hitters know it.
Yeah.
They know that feel off the bat when you get that backspin. It is a cooler night. Look at Trout looking at that iPad just to try to figure out what to look for. Always working.
So on the Rendon shot, regarding the baseball, right, being a little soggy and heavy this year, early in the year, the humidor at every stadium. So the exit velo 102.7. The launch angle at 27, so maybe he hit that too low. Would have been a home run in about 11 ballparks. Sure sounded like it.
But again, it's a cool night here.
It is.
Between this stadium and Dodger Stadium and Petco Park, these three stadiums, especially when you have a little bit of that cooler air, it's tough to really get one out. Down in the corners, yes. It's a tough, especially as the night progresses. The baseball will not carry as far, unless you're Mark Trumbo hitting the ball.
Hits that one well, gets himself a base hit. Let's go down to Erica for a little bit more on this baseball situation.
Yeah, there's been a lot of conversation about the condition of the baseballs and how it's affecting the offense this season. I talked to Joe Madden about it earlier, you know, about how we're not seeing so many home runs. He said, obviously, that's part of the purpose, to see more of the small ball, the bunting, the running. He said, what you're going to see is a guy that has no business going opposite field. We won't see that anymore. We'll still pull the ball. There'll be more bunting. We've got a guy in Tyler Wade who's one of the better ones, but defense will be a bigger priority, and he's hoping that it stays this way. And he said strikeouts are only up because the pitchers have been that good.
Yeah, that makes sense too, because it's still beginning part of the year, especially pitchers that can throw their secondary pitches. You're going to throw the timing off of hitters, and that's why you'll see some strikeouts in games.
Yeah, Perry was talking about that a little bit. Every single ballpark has this humidor. You want the baseball to be exactly the same in every single park. The issue is you have different temperatures in every single park. But in 2019, when there was just record-setting home runs, I know everybody digs the long ball.
Well, except for me.
Yeah. Except when you were hitting them back in high school.
Yeah, but maybe.
I think this baseball, it's a little more exciting, certainly. Mayfield, fly ball, center field.
That ball has some carry to it, though.
Yeah. 2 down. Register your little angel for the Junior Angels Kids Club, presented by Jersey Mike's. Members receive a lunch bag, a shirt, 4 ticket voucher codes, and more for only $20 plus shipping. Visit angels.com/Junior Angel. That's
awesome.
That's a Junior Angel right there.
Having fun. By the way, we have some fans out in Idaho watching the game today, Patrick. Say hello, shout out to some fans, Angel fans in Idaho.
Where are we looking? Boise? Ketchum? Benches, strike one to Max Stassi.
Impressive has it been for Walsh and Marsh against lefty today? 2 rockets off.
Yeah.
That was 107-mile-per-hour exit velocity for Marsh on that single. Walsh, he hit a rocket.
Yeah. Marsh 14 RBI. Now he got some speed. He was really sick. I mentioned it last night on the broadcast. Lost 10 pounds. But with the spread they have down there, he'll get that back pretty quick. So we have Oliver Ortega getting loose in the Angels bullpen. So even though Ohtani is under his, pitch count that they were going into this game thinking about, you think his night is done on the hill?
I think there's a shot of that. I think so. At least on the mound it is.
Sure. Well, there's the Ohtani rule.
But it's been a stressful, high maintenance, a lot of different pitches, 86. And I've always said that you could throw 130 pitches in a game and have no stress and is comfortable on the mound and you don't feel anything. And then you could throw 80-some pitches and it's stressful and you feel that fatigue in your arm throwing. Because everything it's been a battle for him. I love the fact that he went to his fastball today. And it's a good fastball. And I think going forward, in his career, he's going to realize that is a very important pitch and it's a very effective pitch.
Oh, they got Marsh. Marsh dives in there. That's speed for you. He's picked off and he beats it, steals second. It's a great break.
He was caught in between in that secondary lead. He thought maybe it was getting the dirt. He was able to throw quickly to first, but at that point with that speed, he slides in there, keeps his hand on the base.
Jimenez just tries to keep that glove on just for that split second that his hand might come off, and then they review and you're out. But he's in there now in scoring position. Stassi, and he strikes out. That will end the inning. Ohtani, man, was he ever dealing?
You want that home run feeling? Then step in the box and let it rip. Get ready for the Major League Baseball Junior Home Run Derby. Compete in your communities and swing your way to the 2022 Junior Home Run Derby Finals during MLB All-Star Week in Los Angeles. Sign up for free at jrhrd.com.
Healthcare Agency. Build your healthiest self at angels.ocnavigator.org. By Keck Hospital of USC. World-class healthcare built on possibility. And by your Southern California Chevy dealers. Shohei Ohtani's night on the bump is done. 5 innings, the last 2, Mark, spectacular.
Yeah, he started getting a better feel for it. He's talking to Paul Sorrento. He goes, you know what? I'm just going to concentrate on hitting the rest of the day. I battled a lot, 86 pitches, but he uses fastball a lot more as far as fastball usage tonight. 49%, first 3 starts, 36%, strike percentage at 65. Nearly 80% strike percentage with his fastball. A very important pitch for me, seeing that from Shohei Ohtani, gaining confidence in that pitch, be able to dominate at 97, 98, 99.
That's double from the first 3 games to tonight.
And I don't have a problem with him coming out. It was a stressful one. You got a long season. You have a 6-man rotation. It was a battle for Shohei.
So this is Oliver Ortega, the rookie, getting a lot of usage out of that bullpen. And if you were to look at the bullpen usage so far, maybe that's that one area that Angels might need to take a look at. The ups, the downs. Bullpen's what's going to win you games.
Yeah, and one thing you want to see as you go forward now with the 6-man rotation is guys getting a little bit deeper. You saw that with Sandoval. And Lorenzen did a nice job. Syndergaard has been very good. Shohei's been solid. You want to get that length out of your starters to take a little bit of stress off the bullpen. They've been up a lot, whether in the game or warming up.
Owen Miller, ground ball, base hit. Leadoff single off Oliver Ortega at the top of the 6th.
Well, he's just flat out hit this year. Brings his hands in again. That double down the line against Shohei when he brought his hands inside.
Oh, Miller hitting like 450.
Well, every time I look at him, I see John Lackey, the young John Lackey back in the day.
It has been 20 years. Big celebration. And a good vibe. You have, of course, Joe Madden, I should say. Excuse me, John Madden. Boy. Reggie Gill. Josh Naylor hits that one deep to the wall. Taylor Ward, no problem. And this is going to bring up Franmil Reyes. He's had himself a tough series. I mentioned it. 8 straight strikeouts.
It's been a variety of pitches, whether changeups, fastballs, sliders. He's guessing. And that's what's got him so far in this series. By the way, that's a great route by Taylor Ward. He just casually gets back there. He knew exactly where he needed to go. And you can see where the strikeouts are. StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. Just one elevated. That was that fastball from Shohei. And he got all those swing and misses below or at the bottom part of the strike zone. Just one elevated one.
First game of the series, final 2 plate appearances. Struck out swinging, looking. 2 swinging, 2 looking last night.
By the way, Patrick, I thought Naylor got that ball.
Yeah.
I really did, but Taylor Ward just did a nice job of going right at that angle he took. He knew exactly, took a quick look where the wall was, if he was going to have to scale the wall, but he's able to run it down. Cool night. Baseball not carrying quite as well as you would like to think as a hitter. But a good play by Ward.
No panic whatsoever. When he started to go back a little bit slow, you know, I've got my eye on him. I'm like, oh, is that, how deep is that one? Like, no, he had it tracked all the way. Here's the 0-2. Just misses the corner with the heater.
He's He's been swinging a lot of those pitches at lower third or below. A couple real close pitches in a row after being behind 0-2. I still take a shot, see if we get him to chase another one. Make it appear a strike and get him to chase out of the zone.
Foul back.
Who's on that one?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going back down with that slider out off the plate. That's a strong man.
I know the Browns, you got the NFL draft coming up, but defensive end, tight end, and Franmil Reyes. This guy, be a two-way player. Enormous. Shot foul. Eight strikeouts in a row for the big man.
Semi on the fastball now. Shohei got him to chase the fastball because it was above the strike zone. Ortega has a very good breaking ball to go along with good movement on his fastball.
I'm sensing you want to see him avoid the fastball.
Yeah, I think it's slider. I think a breaking ball. I think you're going to get a chase this time. The last one he hung over the plate. He's got to try to make this a non-strike. Tried to get him to chase it. It's part of the game, though. You don't want to give free passes. You got to challenge him. It's a big man at the plate. You take a shot at him, especially when you got good stuff like Oliver Ortega.
1 on, 1 out. 7-2 Angels. Full count. Ground ball. We could have ourselves a 6-4-3 double play. Ortega comes in and gets the job done.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though.
Hey, this dude got a seat for $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
Good nights lead to great mornings. Get generic Viagra shipped discreetly to your door at RexMD.com.
Hey, it's me. The summer breeze. I just flew back into town. Let's get outside. Much better.
So Shohei Ohtani goes 5. He's in line for the W. Prove his record to 2-2 on the season.
Howdy, yo, we got fans out in Montana. We mentioned Idaho just a little bit ago. Some fans in Cedar City, Utah, D.C. watching Halo baseball all around the country. Excited to see the way this team is playing right now. Loving it.
What city in Montana? Have you been all over Yellowstone, by the way?
No, yeah, I love. That's a must. That's on my bucket list. It's definite. I haven't been there yet, but the show, yes, every second of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I meant the show.
No, I'm going to Yellowstone.
You are?
Yes.
Didn't remember getting an invite.
Excuse me, what's your name, sir?
So we have Tyler Wade followed by Taylor Ward. Just want to say it over and over again, so just get really familiar with the T-dubs. Overall impressions for Ohtani with the 5 after that first inning, and then how he locked in. I can't stop talking about the guy.
The adjustments he made. I mean, yes, his stuff was not as crisp, especially his secondary pitches, but he adjusted and used his fastball. And, you know, we talked to a lot of former Angels. Justin Spire, we were talking about this the other day, and he was saying the same thing. He's got to trust his fastball more. You can go to that pitch. Use your fastball because it sets up, especially the splitter, not playing that fastball downstairs, slider splitter. It sets it up much better than continually throwing that pitch. Because eventually you get worn out throwing a lot of secondary pitches.
Tyler Wade strikes out for the second time swinging. It's just that he finds a way, Ohtani does, to beat you, right? He's so competitive, but he's just so polite out there, you don't realize he's a stone-cold killer.
Yeah,
really is. All right, how about this? It's Taylor Ward. Double in the first, grand slam in the second, and a walk and a run scored back in the fourth. His on-base percentage right now, .532.
Pretty solid as a leadoff hitter, don't you think? That adjustment as a leadoff hitter?
Yeah, that's you'll take a 7.78 slug for your leadoff hitter, right? Taylor Ward drives that one deep center field, off the wall. Going into second, he's thinking 3. Oh my! We got something cooking here. Double, homer, and now he's got the triple.
Yeah, he got the hardest one out of the way, the triple. That's a rocket, the center. Boy, his timing, foot down as he's getting that swing path going. He thought he got it. I thought he got it.
Kyle Straw makes a play at it, just misses. Taylor Ward just a single away from a cycle. What a game. Wardy boy going off, and here's Shohei Ohtani. One down in the 6th. Logan Allen, the lefty. Ohtani singled his last time up. 1 for 3. Nasty slider there from Allen.
Infield in, and with Shohei Ohtani at the plate, any kind of contact, it's not going to be an easy play for any infielder, the way the ball jumps off his bat. Good take.
With Maley with the stop. Bottom 6, 7-2 Angels. 1-2 to Shohei Ohtani, who's in line for the W. Ohtani drives that one
By the way, how fast is he to be able to get a double of that? Naylor played that one extremely well off the wall.
The rocket,
108 miles per hour exit velocity. By the way, he hits the first 5 innings of the game. That's against a lefty. How short that swing was. Wow.
You said it. That ball's going to jump off his bat. Naylor was playing him a little in.
And that's a pretty good throw. That's how fast he is. Another RBI, extra base hit for Shohei, giving him now 10. 2 hits in the game. Oh, by the way, you mentioned he's in line for the W.
Yeah, 8-2 now, Halos. Love to see that, too, to look down to the dugout. Let's go. And here's Mike Trout. This lineup, this offense.
Yeah, we've been waiting a long time to see that continuity between 1 through 9 in the lineup. There's been guys that are hot, but not the entire lineup. There's some great swings, great sound off the bat tonight.
Top of this Angels order tonight, taking no prisoners. Jared Walsh was on deck, also has an RBI single, his last time up. With the lefty and Allen, perhaps you don't want to mess with Mike Trout. Take your chances with Walsh. Oh, but he doesn't. He pitches to Trout. Into the corner for a ball. Another RBI double for the kid. 9-2 Angels.
.5 exit velocity for Trout. That timing, foot down, and clears the hips and rockets it to right field. That's unbelievable, that swing right now. Lower third, wow. We showed the home runs he's hit this year. That lower third, not too far away from the Trout farm down there, by the way.
That's right.
Almost got in there.
Ward triple, Ohtani double, Trout double. What's the exit velo combined of all three? Like 450 miles per hour, just mashing.
I was thinking that Bugs Bunny cartoon with the baseball screaming. Well, it's been screaming in this half inning.
This offense for the Angels coming into the game, slugging second in baseball. Runs second in the American League, homers first in the American League. Get some storylines. You know, if you're down there trying to think about what your lead is tonight, you got Shohei Ohtani. Look at Taylor Ward. And then Ohtani, and then Trout. So you got the offense, you got the pitching.
And a great swing by Jared Walsh last time up also, with the bases loaded and rocket in right field. If he gets it rolling, and he looks like he's getting close. That double the left center last night, hit a ball hard.
Just misses there. Six extra base hits for the Halos here tonight. Two doubles from Mike Trout, but it's this inning. All right, so I was a little off with my 450. Ward, 105.4, Ohtani, 108, and then Trout, 109.5. Anything you could do, I could do better. Top you.
Humidor or not, those baseballs are hurting. That exit velocity.
He might have to pop open that humidor and grab a stogie after this one. You know Joe's got a couple of Cubans Jared Walsh. Loud, high, not far enough. Anthony Rendon now the batter. His last time up. Remember that? Yeah, this game's got a lot going on. Really cool stuff. He drew a walk, didn't get the call, then crushed one to the wall, thought was out. And if you want a Rendon shirt, and I know I do, May 6th is your chance. The Angels face the Nationals as former team, 6:30. First 25,000 fans get the Rendon shirt, courtesy of Valley Sports West. Visit angels.com/promotions for more information. I'm hearing that there's going to be a runway show. You and I are going to be modeling these to right side Fred.
Yes. Perfect.
I think that's the name of the group. Rendon pops it up. It's going to go out of play. This is when these professional hitters, they see what's going on. They want a piece of the action.
And you just want to have a good at bat. You want to add on because you know you're going to lock in. It's a pretty good pitcher. It's a good pitcher again going tomorrow for the Guardians. Quantrill, solid. He's got good career numbers against the Angels. So you know what? Keep that swing going, keep the timing going, and carry it into a day game tomorrow.
You go back to the last day game, avoiding the sweep to Baltimore. I think that was huge getting that one, right? Because otherwise, if you lose that game, then you got Bieber and I don't know, the whole confidence, everything. Talk about your mental mechanism being all whacked out of place. Then you beat Bieber and you got Ward going multi off of him. Now you got confidence.
Always remember, all the great hitters said in these type of games, as a hitter, you get greedy.
Right.
You get 3 hits, you know, I won 4. You get 4 hits, you won 5. Because you know there's going to be a tough game where you struggle. But if you get those 3-4 hits in a game, you go 0 for the next day, it's still, you got a batting average over 400 or 500. So you get greedy as a hitter.
Rendon works the count full. Draws the walk. First and second. There's been 8 cycles in Angels franchise history.
And you're going to say, guess who had the last one, of course, aren't you?
Guess who had the first 2?
Yes, Jim Fregosi.
Yeah.
Great Jim Fregosi. Disco, Dan Ford. I remember that Dave Winfield one very well. That was against Kansas City. I think he got his last hit, a triple, maybe off of Bill Bakota. He's a position player. Now we hear of Bakota as far as determining wins, the Bill Bakota line.
DeVannen, Figgins, Trouty's back in 13.
And Trouty had I remember he hit a rocket to right center out for a home run in that one too, Trout.
So it sounds like you're saying you've seen in person 3 or 4 of the 8?
Yep.
2. 3 of the 8. Maybe you get 4 out of 9. Taylor Ward's got it working. A double, a homer, and a triple. And he will get a chance at it. One and 1 to Brandon Marsh. 1 and 2. It's Angels outfield with Marsh, Adell, right? Joe and Flo, Trout and Ward.
I sense a sequel. With the Angels in the outfield, what do you think?
Did we take some heat for picking Angels in the outfield over Major League? Don't they understand what we were trying? It's a strikeout for Marsh. Ends the inning, 9-2, but I tell you, Taylor Ward That's triple. Then Ohtani with a double. And then Mike Trout says, hang on a second. I got 2 of them. 9-2 Halos.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though?
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice.
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
Ortega back out there for his second inning of work. Angels 9, Guardians 2. Angels have taken the first 2 games of this series. They pitched extremely well. Joe Adell comes in to replace Brandon Marsh, who just moves right on over to center field. Get Mike Trout off his feet. Makes perfect sense.
Day game tomorrow.
That's right. You'll leave Taylor Ward in there, though, right? Don't you?
Oh, yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Joe Madden is all about the history of the game. He loves that.
Yeah, he was going to leave Shohei Ohtani in that game no matter what.
He was going for that perfecto.
Figured he was, maybe get to like 120 if he would have got there, and he would have been fine with it. Not going to stand in the way of the man's history and his mark on this game. Richie Palacios.
That's a great breaking ball.
Strikes out, throw down to first, gets him.
Albert Ortega. We were talking with Perry Manassian about him today. He said he just loves the way the baseball comes out of his hand. That's a great curveball. Fastball below with movement, 96, 97, and drop the curveball like that. The shoulders, you can tell, is strong. Drives towards the plate. Boy, the fans were having some fun in between innings, singing a little Bon Jovi. Everyone getting into this action and loving the way this team is playing right now.
Here's Luke Maile, his first game in a Guardians uniform. Yeah, they are fired up here. The first cycle in Major League history, just find out because I've got all this time to do this research, against the Cleveland Blues. Curry Foley is most, it's kind of a household name. Played for the Buffalo Bisons back in 1882, and I was like, the Cleveland Blues.
Yeah.
What about the Naps?
Wow. Going way back into history. By the way, speaking of Western New York, we have fans watching the game from Western New York today, too, believe it or not.
Got fans coast to coast, Scooby.
Northern California, San Antonio, Texas. Hey, when you have a team like this, the way they're playing with the stars on this team, you're going to have people all over the country watching the Halo baseball.
Just wait till summertime The kids get out of school. There's another one for Ortega. Back to back.
Paints a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. The unhittable spot. Staying on top. The follow-through glove side fastball. Right on the outside corner at the knees.
We saw Raisel Iglesias, who's worked the past couple of games, and it's, don't expect to see him here tonight, can promise you that. Could use him tomorrow, but he was having some fun with the rookie Ortega, and you could see there's a bond, and that they like this guy. He's part of this fraternity of bullpen arms out there.
Real good spin on his curveball, very good velocity on his fastball. By the way, watching his pickoff move to second base today, because that was impressive how quick his footwork was. As they worked on pickoffs to second, pickoffs to first, something they need to work on, and they were today. Love seeing that. As Eric Weston was talking about with Matt Duffy earlier today, working with the pitchers out there to give them a perspective of a position player helping out.
That is really, really good curveball. He's featuring that tonight. Does he strike out the side? Does he go to the heater here?
I'd love to see that little fastball just kind of run, fade away to outside corner again. See if he can do that arm side fastball now.
1-2 to Jimenez. Fouls it.
Tried it.
Yep.
Good life on it.
Don't tell me you've got fans in like Poughkeepsie right now.
I'm feeling I'm a geography major. We have some in Texas right now, Louisiana, Raleigh, North Carolina.
I feel like there's a song somewhere in this. 2-2. Ground ball. Ortega has done a fantastic job here in relief for Ohtani. It's 9-2 Angels. Stretch time.
Hey kids, join MLB Network and your favorite players for a show made just for you. Play ball. It's all the big moments, bat flips, and amazing plays from an exciting week of baseball and tips to up your game. Saturdays, 10 a.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
There's something about a park. The swings, the slides, the dogs. You can throw your food and wear it proudly. It's where showing off is encouraged, even if it doesn't always work out.
So, you in?
Wow! It is showtime!
Everybody, on this date, April 27th, 1947, he was honored at Yankee Stadium. And we have somebody in attendance that resembles Babe Ruth at the plate, on the mound. That's Shohei Ohtani. By the way, that footage of the Babe.
Yes. It's amazing. National Babe Ruth Day. Shohei Ohtani is on the bump today and swinging the bat. It's incredible.
Last season became the first to start a game at pitcher while leading the majors in home runs hit since Babe Ruth in 1921.
By the way, he's hit 2 rockets his last 2 at-bats for Shohei.
Oscar Mercado is the new right fielder replacing Naylor. Mayfield pops it up. Maley is there for the first out. The bottom of the 7th. Brings up Max Stassi. Ohtani went 5 innings on the hill in line for the victory. He's also singled and doubled in a run. You want to stick around also because Taylor Ward will have an opportunity to hit for the cycle. Double, grand slam, and a triple. Got the tough one out of the way.
And he also has a walk in the game.
If and when he does it, he would be the 10th major leaguer to hit for the cycle with the grand slam. Curry Foley also, of course, most people know that, also did it with a grand slam. I'm guessing that's an inside the park. I wonder what park that was at. Were they at the Blues or the Bisons that afternoon, Googie?
I'm going to let you try to figure that one out.
So out of the 10, the most recent to hit for the cycle with a grand slam, former Angel. Catcher, 2002. Is it all together? He might have been a rookie that year. Benji Molina.
Oh, Benji.
But he had it in 2010 with the Texas Rangers, so I threw you off, sorry.
That was it. He did it in Fenway Park, correct?
Of course. Was it over the monster?
I know he had the triple there, that triangle there. I remember that.
Of all the most unlikely cycles, Benji Molina.
Well, he's all-time great guy.
No doubt.
So clutch for that 2002 World Series champion team for the Halos.
Full count to Stassi. The lefty Logan Allen going to eat up some pitches here for the Guardians. Of course, Taylor Ward has something special going here, but not just Ward, the entire lineup, Mark.
That's some incredible balance. That's what you want to see. You want to see traffic when that top of the order comes to the plate. You've seen that, especially with the hit there when Stassi scored a run. Same thing with Tyler Wade. That bunt hit.
Got him looking. Stassi crowd doesn't like it, but it was in there. 2 down.
Yeah, that caught the outside corner. Even though setting up inside, it does catch the outside part of the plate.
And Maley had to reach out and grab it. I think that gave it the effect that it was a ball, but Taylor Ward now on deck. Tyler Wade. He knows what's at stake. He wants to get on. Give this guy a chance at history. Upstairs, 2-0. Downstairs. Oh, so close to giving Ward a chance. He's going to get a chance. It's whether or not it happens right here in the bottom of the 7th. Taking. Take one more?
No, he's up there hacking.
Oh, and it gets through. Base hit for Tyler Wade. Gives Taylor Ward a chance. And let's hear it. This crowd knows what's in store. What a night. Double in the first. Grand slam in the second. Tripled in the 6th. Oh, he had a walk back in that 4th also. Needs a single for the cycle. Drives that one. Not going to get it this time. Mercado has it. Angels have a 9-2 lead as we head to the 8th inning.
Hey kids, join MLB Network and your favorite players for a show made just for you. Play ball. It's all the big moments, bat flips, and amazing plays from an exciting week of baseball and tips to up your game. Saturdays, 10 a.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Jackie Robinson searching home run into the left field stand.
Here comes Roger Maris. There's a new home run champion of all time. I don't believe what I just saw. Cal Ripken Jr. has reached the unreachable star.
This crowd on its feet and in unison.
This one has a chance. Home run! Mike Piazza! The Boston Red Sox are world champions.
Welcome to the first night of MLB Network.
Number 600 for Jim Thome. That ball is gone.
106. That would be a new record.
It is caught. Oh, what a catch by Mike Trout. The Cubs have finally won it all. The Atlanta Braves are world champions.
Don't like each other. They had a heated series. Nolan Arenado does not like this, but you know, the Mets have been hit so many times in the series. Yohan Lopez throws up. Normally you see, you know, everybody come on the field, just maybe talk, but not this time, Julio.
Yeah, they were really into that. They were flying off the benches out of the bullpens. Pete Alonso on the ground. Not easy to tackle Pete Alonso on that either.
Pete Alonso is not happy at all. He said, hey, you want to, you know, I'm a big, strong man. This is what he said. So if you're going to hold me back, don't grab me by the, you know, the horse collar and pull me down. He said, you don't know what I'm capable of.
Nolan Arenado wasn't real happy about that. El Toro, high school product. He was a little upset. He's a strong guy himself.
Yeah, first base coach, Stubby Clapp, is the one that yanked him down. He was unhappy, but the Mets have been hit 19 times, and Alonso was hit on the helmet Tuesday. And these two teams will meet again mid-May for a 4-game series. But you heard what Chris Bassett had to say about the baseball and that being such a problem. Very, very unhappy. I'm just curious if what we're going to see is being the result of all of that. Ground ball. Andrew Wantz comes into Rendon, 1 down. 1 away. Let's give you a quick word from Hyundai.
It's your journey. Own it in the Hyundai Santa Fe.
So your take on everything that went down there in St. Louis?
You can understand. I mean, the Mets are frustrated. You mentioned how many guys have been hit. A number of guys have been hit shoulder and above, too. So, you know, it's early in the season. We've seen already a few of them.
Awful Wentz. Kick save. Not enough to get him. I want to check, make sure that Wentz is okay. Appears to be.
Ball was hit right back at 105 miles per hour, right back at it. Wentz.
Rosario.
Like it got him in the back of his thigh. And then you have to try to run over to cover first base with that sting on your leg.
No worse for wear. Wentz he wore it on the pants. No. Top 892. I'm sorry. That's how they want to make sure we know how to pronounce his name. It rhymes with pants.
Yeah, he's still trying to get feeling in his leg. Usually you'll see like maybe one throw, but a couple throws. Saying he's okay.
Get some attaboys from your teammates also. Pick up that bullpen. One down. Rosario at first base. Now he's got to face Jose Ramirez. So you really want to stay in the game for this AB. Angels' approach to the series was do not let Jose Ramirez beat you, and they have succeeded.
Remember that big two-run home run in the first inning against Shohei, but from that point forward, just making him hit the ball if you can. Try to keep the ball on the ground or take the sting off the bat, keep it and go the other way. That was important. Because that inner half, that pull power he has is tremendous. So you try to stay away, force him to go a bigger part of the field. He can hit the ball hard that way. Take away some of the sting off that barrel of the bat by making him go to left field.
Hits it very far and gone. That's his second two-run home run of the night. It's now 9-4.
It's that pull power again for Ramirez. Giving him now 25 RBIs on the season. 25. Here we are, April 27th. The season started later, April 7th. It's their 18th game of the season with 25 RBIs. Just an impressive young man. Solid defender, runs well. Great power.
And the Guardians, they were able to uncover a pot of gold and signed him for 7 years. So he can spend his entire career in Cleveland. He has accounted for all the runs the Guardians in the series. 18 career multi-home run games for Jose Ramirez. We mentioned the 21 is what Mike Trout has.
And the comparisons in the start of this series between the two star players on display.
Is Mercado missing a button? That's gets him. Is that the style? That's what the way the kids are wearing them these days? You got it, flaunt it, but Wentz gets him. 2 down here, top 8. MLB WAR leaders per Fangraphs entering today. Arenado, Machado, Trout.
Wander Franco, what a player. Rays.
Oh, Lance. That one is hit well. Dell going back to the wall. Oscar Mercado stumbles round at first. He's in there with the double.
The one thing you don't want to see the Guardians get going now offensively, especially with a day game tomorrow. You don't want to get their timing together. You want to keep them uncomfortable in the batter's box.
Surprised that one didn't leave the yard for Mercado. Still work to do to close this one out. Mike Myers gets up in the Angels bullpen. Franmil Reyes has been contained this entire series.
He's had some hacks the last couple of at-bats, though. Grounded into a double play last one. It's a pretty good swings of fastball. The Guardians go over to play Oakland next. So let him get hot against Oakland, because you know he's going to be. Just try to get him out of town before he does, because that is a strong man with a lot of power.
Strikes out again. Jose Ramirez touched up Wentz with a 2-run shot, but it's 9-4 Halos.
Where there's baseball,
one pitch away
from baseball history, there's drama.
He has thrown a no-hitter.
Where there's baseball,
Near the wall,
there's action.
he made a phenomenal catch.
And where there's baseball,
Let's go live inside the park.
there's MLB Tonight on MLB Network.
Oh, wow.
Where there's baseball, all the time.
Unbelievable.
We've seen it time and time again.
Your next visit to Angel Stadium. Buy and manage game tickets, unlock offers, access exclusive content, and much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today. Ohtani in line for the win. Singled and doubled his last couple of appearances at the dish. You have to wonder about usage for Ohtani. Day game after a night game.
I know Joe has said he's trying to think of a perfect time to give Shohei a day off, and you would think after the battle on the mound today, wasn't easy for Shohei. Numbers are going to say it was solid, but he had a battle all the way through 5 innings. 4 at-bats, couple hits, an RBI. More than likely, he might have a shot, but then again, every time we think that with Shohei, he finds his way in the line.
Ohtani hits that one, shallow, right center field, and it drops. 3 hits for Ohtani.
3 hits for the starting pitcher. of the game. That's amazing. That's a pretty good pitch. You know what? He's getting his timing together, and knowing Shohei the way he is,
he'll want to play tomorrow.
He'll want to play tomorrow. That's pretty good coverage. That's a nasty pitch.
Played 155 games last year. I'd expect him to be in there tomorrow. He's a different sort of guy. Joe Adell. His first at bat of the night. Angels got Mike Trout off his feet earlier. 2 RBI doubles. Reed Detmers tomorrow. 12:30 coverage starts here with Angels Live pregame show. Bally Sports West. Halos hopeful to wake up in first place with a win here tonight.
And again, for all the conversation how well Seattle has played, and they are a very good team. The Angels are able to hold on to this lead. They're in first place. It's going to be a lot of fun, this AL West. You know the Astros are going to get locked in. Oakland is always battles. And Texas with the improvements on their offensive side. It's going to be fun all the way through. You got to keep playing, keep swinging the bat, keep pitching well.
It's Bobby Bradley, first baseman for the Guardians, and Ernie Clement is third base. We've seen him at left field. Watch Ohtani try to steal a bag here.
No.
You looked at the score.
You know, it has nothing to do with the score. Okay. You want to make sure you just keep Shohei Ohtani healthy. And your legs, it has to be worn out from pitching. And you've been doing a lot of running on the bases today with 3 hits.
5 innings, 86 pitches. The last 2 innings, he threw 18 pitches.
I love the way he used his fastball tonight. 49% fastball usage compared to 36% in his first 3 starts. And going back to our Hyundai key for the game today, show me what you got. Well, 5 really solid innings on the mound and 3 hits at the dish. Shohei showing what he got tonight.
Good call on that one, partner. Joe Adell, fly ball, left field. Palacios running in and making the catch and stealing a hit away from Adell.
Pretty impressive. Swinging the bat he has in this series, playing some side. He had to go a long way to run that one down. Solid defense. Just inside enough on Joe Adell. Sliding in there and controlling the baseball. Palacios.
That was Stephen Kwan, unable to play so far in this series. Palacios is getting the opportunity to show what he's got. We have ourselves a pitching change. 9-4-8.
Every time he steps up to the plate, goes into his windup, or runs one down.
He caught it! Oh, you won't see a better one than that!
He competes not only against the other team, but against the toughest adversary, himself. MLB Tonight, where the best outdo their best on MLB Network.
This night here in Southern California, Angels looking for another win over the Cleveland Guardians, leading 9-4. Bottom of the 8th inning, trying to take first 3 of a 4-game series, and with a win, move into first place. Had a chance at history. Taylor Ward is going for the cycle, flew out to right, and he needed a single. Emmanuel Clase, one of the 3 Guardians that have been locked up long-term. That's basically it for this franchise. You know about Jose Ramirez, Miles Straw, and the right-handed reliever, Plesac. Facing Jared Walsh.
That is a firm fastball. You can touch up to 102 miles per hour. Throws a lot of sliders, though. He's got a nice slider, but that fastball, wow.
Walsh 1 for 4 with an RBI. Phil Nevin, Angels third base coach, out ill tonight. Wish him very best. We've seen Mike Gallegos there before. He's been busy, Cooper, tonight.
Yes, and he's got might have to ice down that shoulder, sending some people home. 14 hits, 9 runs. Third season as the Angels bench coach. Really works hard with the infielders. He's out there so early every day working with the infielders. And because of all the moving parts in the infield, that becomes very, very important position for the Angels.
And Erica brought up earlier that David Fletcher is here. Just a matter of time until he is activated. Anthony Rendon, who you just saw, is starting to get his groove back. And that just pops the glove. That's a heavy fastball.
Amazing thing is registered as a cutter. Has a little cutting action on it.
99. Guardians have dropped 5 games in a row as that one hits triple digits. Yet only 2 back in the Central.
Yeah, the White Sox struggling. Although they did win today, they had lost 8 in a row.
It's a 3-2 to Jared Walsh. Yeah, struck him out. Yeah.
Serious cheese.
I think I'd want to face that guy.
You know what? With that type of power fastball as a hitter, if you just get the bat on it, he's providing all that power. Much sound as you heard on that catcher's mitt, if you get that barrel of the bat on it, it's going to be some serious sound and go a long, long way.
Anthony Rendon, RBI single back in the first. Got the party started, as did Mike Trout. Taylor Ward. After the Guardians scored 2 off of Shohei Ohtani in the first with the Ramirez home run, Angels answered right back. Oh, 0-2. Got him looking. Luckily, the Angels haven't had to see that guy too much. To the ninth.
Hi, Carlos.
Let's do this.
Take a crack the bottom line there.
Live lookings.
What about the third line?
P-L Placata.
MLB Tonight, bringing the new season into focus, only on MLB Network.
There's something about a park. The swings, the slides, the dogs. You can throw your food and wear it proudly. It's where showing off is encouraged, even if it doesn't always work out.
So, you in?
It is showtime!
Player of the game tonight, leadoff hitter, right fielder, Taylor Ward. Double, grand slam, a walk, a triple. 6 Angel ever with a triple and a grand slam. It's a career night for him, Gooby.
Yeah, everything. Even that last out, he hit the ball very well to right center field for Taylor Ward. An outstanding defensive right fielder so far this season. Boy, is he locked in, and he's patient at the plate. Yep. Get any mistake near the plate, hitting it hard.
Look at that, Gary Pettis, Adam Kennedy, David Eckstein, Figgins, Coward. Taylor Ward tonight, only Angel 6 in history with a triple and a grand slam in the same game. Mike Myers is in to shut the door on the Guardians, set up possibility of a sweep tomorrow afternoon.
How important was that battle to win that last game against Baltimore? Up 6-0. They tied it up to be able to win the game like they did. It wasn't one of those pre-wins, but it was a win. It got the momentum going. It's great pitching. Start off the series in the offense, the power from Ward and Trout. Ward carried in today. Trout carried it in today. What a series for Trout and Ward.
Trout's got a 10-game hitting streak. And he is atop the league lead in OPS. The game-winning RBI in that win on Sunday versus the Orioles came via a walk. Taylor Ward got it done. Palacios, a fly ball. Joe Adell is there for the first out of the ninth. What do you think of the pitching matchup tomorrow?
I'm looking forward to that, but this is one of those times where pitchers feed off that competition, and Reed Detmer seen the three solid starts before him. I expect a really big game for him. Utilize it. He saw the Shohei Ohtani use his fastball effectively. Reed Detmer, the same thing. Use his fastball. Trust his fastball. He's got that wipeout slider and curveball. Use his changeup. Should be a solid effort for him tomorrow. Where the offense is going, that's when you got to feel they're going to provide me with the support I need. I just have to go out and attack the strike zone.
I can't wait for that again. 12:30 tomorrow for Angels Live pregame. There's Maley driving that to left field. Could be extra bases. Hits the wall. It's a one-out double for Maley here in the ninth inning. Yeah, it's been a good week. Great pitching, and let's not forget about Koopy Tuesday. 3-0 on the season.
I'm just really liking that balance in the lineup you're seeing. Starting pitching, been very good. It has been good the entire season, for the most part. You're seeing some solid defense, great balance in the lineup. As you go forward, you want to see some length out of the starters to get a little bit more, take a little bit more of the pressure off the bullpen. But it's getting there. Lorenzen's throwing the ball well. Noah Syndergaard's throwing the ball exceptionally well. Patrick Sandoval was unhittable. And he has that stuff going forward. Jose Suarez, stuff is there. Getting close. Shohei Ohtani, we know what he can do on the mound, and Reed Detmers is, I've said going into the season, the wild card as far as the rotation. He has a chance to be special.
Hit hard but foul by Jimenez. Souvenir. I like what Sandoval had to say after the game also, just about the team and how he wouldn't want to have to face this lineup, but he also talked about all the pitching like you're talking about. He said, we're nasty.
Yep.
We felt it coming back from Houston on the plane. It's great energy.
Yeah, to win that series down in Houston. The top of the order for the Angels today. That damage. Let's keep looking at the scorebook here.
Right.
Wow. That's some damage. Some balance in the bottom part, set in the table. That top of the order.
Wide drive base hit. Bailey to hold up. First and third, one down.
It's a big out coming up now for Myers because you know who's right around the corner in the lineup.
I don't want to see Jose Ramirez again if possible. Matt Wise is going to come out and have a chat with Myers and Stassi.
He's going to force Ryan Tepera to get up now.
Yeah, and that's an issue that was talked about, is the amount of up downs. And he's getting loose. Miles Straw 0 for 3. Runs very well. Certainly would be tough to double him up.
Thing for Mike Myers, it's odd, this splits, how the struggles at home for some reason on this mound. You go back to last year, had an ERA almost 2 runs higher at home than on the road, and this year same thing. It's surprising. Usually it's just the opposite. It's the feel for this mound here. It's got to be more consistent for Myers. The stuff is there. It's got to be more confident.
Hit out to right field. Taylor Ward is there. Should score a run, and it does. Makes it 9-5, 2 outs. Sac RBI for Miles Straw. Med Rosario now. 2 down. Here in the 9th inning, Halos leading 9-5. This should do it, and it does. Angels take the first 3 of this series and win it 9-5. Light up that halo. What a game.
What a job by Taylor Ward. What an effort. Some smiles by Joe and Brandon Marsh going, you're on fire right now. Crushing the baseball. Shohei Ohtani picks up his 2nd W of the season, now 2-2. 3 hits for Shohei. Mike Trout crushing the baseball. Taylor Ward doing his thing again in that leadoff spot.
Brandon Marsh is trying to fan the flames coming off of Taylor Ward. We were chatting with him yesterday. Joe Adell went over.
Yes.
Sizzling.
Yes.
That's 4 straight wins for the Halos. And they find themselves at 12-7 in first place in the AL West. And for the 2nd time this week, He's our player of the game, standing by with Erica Weston.
Thanks very much, Patrick. Taylor, you're on some kind of tear right now, just a single shy of the cycle tonight. How much were you thinking about that in that last at-bat?
A lot. I really don't get out of my stuff very often, especially this year, but that was something I was thinking about.
The offense, though, it didn't stop there after your grand slam, particularly in the 6th inning. You had the triple, the 2 doubles by Trout and Ohtani to follow you. How dangerous can the offense, particularly at the top of the lineup, be?
I mean, obviously we've seen it. We're all firing on all cylinders, so it's great to see our pitching staff's coming through, so we're just going to want to keep it rolling.
How do you describe the way the offense is clicking right now?
It's what we do. I think it's just what we do, and you guys can start to expect it.
You heard it here first, you guys. The last one for you, Taylor. A week ago in his last start, Shohei Ohtani flirted with perfection. He was fabulous at the plate tonight. How important was it for you guys to pick him up after he picked you guys up last week to be able to battle back in this one and get him the win tonight?
Oh, that's what we do. We're just trying to pick each other up, and if someone gets out, the next guy's up. So we just want to keep that rolling, like I said.
Thanks for the time.
Anytime. Thank you.
Patrick.
Thank you so much, Erica. The man's just getting it done, Gooby. And he said, this is what you just have to expect from this lineup. Love it, and this team is rolling right now, and they find themselves in first place. 9 runs, 14 hits, a win for Shohei Ohtani, a grand slam for Taylor Ward, Mike Trout, 2 doubles. They were just an absolute machine here tonight, and tomorrow they go for the sweep. We're going to break it all down. Angels Live Post is next.